As a teacher, I've often found myself answering the same questions that I've already responded to multiple times and leaving me joking. Sometimes I wish I had a little voice playback where I could just play what I said previously back to the students. Well, in Gmail, I kind of have that in what's called canned responses, where I can send an email, compose an email once, and then use that email multiple times. Now, back when we were using GroupWrite, sometimes I'd compose an email, I'd get the same question, I might copy and paste the text to that answer in the email. But in Gmail, I have the option to have canned responses, and it looks like this. So let's say this is a question I have from a parent or something that I've answered before, or a student. When I click reply, if I simply want to use a canned response, right over here in the bottom right-hand corner, I have this little arrow, and it says canned responses. Now, keep in mind, you don't have this unless you've enabled it. So if it's not there, I'll show you how to enable it later in this tutorial. But it's one of the labs that has to be enabled. And you'll notice it says insert, save, so you can edit the message. I have 2 canned responses already. And then create a new one. So I'm going to say insert received your email. And there we go. There it has. And I can click send. Now, it didn't add a subject line, but as simple as that. Here's how to enable it. Let me go to my school account. This is my personal account where I have not enabled it yet. So the canned responses is what's called a lab. So what I can do is I click over here, settings, and I'm going to go to settings, down at the bottom, the gear, and then settings, and then it has across the top here, labs. So I'll click labs and I scroll down. I can do a search for canned responses. But here it is, canned responses, and you have to click enable. So now that's enabled, and then I'm going to click Save Changes. I also have a search. I can search for gadgets. If I've heard about one, I'm not seeing it. And you'll notice there's a lot of other labs or gadgets for this to customize your email. That additional panes, quick views. I haven't really used too many of them, but I really like canned responses. So I've enabled it. And now what I can do is I can simply go to compose, and I can write the text of what I'd like the email to be. Let me maximize it. This is, can't type today, this is just a test. But I could actually give a response, or say, I'm going to check your grades. You've asked to see the grades. I'll have it to you by the end of the day tomorrow or something. Where I don't have to rewrite that all the time. Now I click down here on my more options, and I go here, and I'm going to say canned responses. I'm going to say I don't have any, so I'm going to say new canned response, and I'm going to call it testing, and I'm going to click OK. And now if I close this out, if I compose a message, I'm going to maximize that. I can write it to somebody's. I'll write it to myself, and I'll just say testing. Subject line, instead of rewriting all the text, click here, canned responses. Now I have insert. I can click insert testing, or delete that one, or make some changes to it and resave it. So I'm going to say insert testing and click send. Simple as that. So I would enable that lab called canned responses. Very, very convenient.